Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video. Today we've got the Zeo Blue Ranger from the Lightning Collection, and Zeo is my all-time favorite series, so I'm glad that they're bringing these out. But yeah, let's have a look. We've got this lovely artwork of Zeo Blue. We've got the Power Ranger logo, then obviously we've got the figure, we've got his head, we've got his Zeo pistol and his sword. I can't remember if the sword had a name. If you do know, let me know down below in the comments. On the side is Zeo Blue. On the back is the 3D model of Zeo Blue there, blue at the top, barcode at the bottom. So let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. So there's not a lot of things that come with Rocky. You get the figure, you get the head, you get the lightning effect, you get the sword, the hands, and the Zeo pistol. And here he is. I've got to admit, I really like the Zeo outfits. I think they really stand out. And I think with this particular one as well, this is what I see Rocky. This is his Ranger compared to him in Mighty Morphing and stuff. So I generally kind of think this is the one. I really like the gold around here. I love the kind of Egyptian, the kind of like the circuitry around it. Now, one thing I have picked up is just there. Don't know why my figure is like that. At first I was like, oh crap, it's coming apart. Oh no. And I was very kind of worried, but luckily it's all fine. One thing is he doesn't really have much of a neck. I think it's just where the helmet is. So it looks kind of weird a little bit, but just underneath his neck, they've actually gone to town to actually add in some detail around it, which I think is really nice. You've got the kind of butterfly effect again with the arms. So you can see that there is some Zeo like stuff there as well. That looks really cool. And even just underneath it, you can see that they've actually got it white. So kudos from actually paying a lot of detail to that one. Looking at the belt, I really like the detail that they've put on there. The circuitry again on the arms, if you can just slightly see it, you can see it just there. Just the belt looks really, really cool in that one. You've got the slot. I forgot, I didn't realize that they had two like slots, one for the sword and one for the pistol. It's taken me by surprise. I was like, oh, I only thought they had one like kind of thing for it. So you can see that they've added that there. We can see that it's got the Zeo symbol just there, or the O Ranger if you want to go down that road. But yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. It works quite well. We also now have the parts here where we can see more of the detail for the circuitry on the thing, or just the way it is. It looks really nice. I really like it. I like what they've added to it. It does kind of stand out. And then again, we've got the boots, which look absolutely kind of nice as well. They're all different. I'm glad about that. It's not just the same sort of mold. Probably when I see the rest of the Zeo, I'm like, oh, actually it is. It's the exact same feet. But for now, it's its own thing. Looking at the back of the figure, we can see more detail along the lines here. It's not as stand-outy as we've got on the front part, but at least they've not left it blank. Again, we've got the same sort of joints like fig arts, which I'm not a huge fan of, because once they click, that's it. You can't really kind of adjust them that much. And then here we have just like normal creases along the legs. The back of the figure looks good. I didn't realize this was on the figure. I always thought they have this kind of folding over to hide the belt clip, but that does look quite cool. We can see more of the lines here on the figure, and then we can see more of the joints. Again, we can see a bit better of the actual holsters that the Zeo Ranger has. But again, I didn't realize they had two. Dear God. And as we come to the top, we can see more of the emblem right there, and a bit of the gold. Like, this is more kind of like, you can see more of it here than you can there, and the helmet is quite shiny. Here we've got more kind of like crinkles and stuff in the actual spandex, which does give it a lot more kind of thought to it, and it kind of adds to it in my opinion. Okay, so let's have a look at the articulation. One thing is, I'm not going to play around with these feet, because for some strange reason, every single time that I do, it just feels really weird, like it's going to snap off because the joints aren't properly done. Now, when it comes to bending these, like the knees and stuff like that, and the legs, it feels like, even though it clicks into place, which is fine, it does feel like it's Play-Doh. And to me, I don't like that sort of feeling, because I feel like I'm going to break the figure. So we'd see the legs move around, the arms move up, and they kind of click. They do move around like so. The hand, I really like here, I missed it off before, but I like the gold around the cuff. It does work well. You see the hands move like that. See, like that, to me, it feels like it's going to break, and I don't like that. But you can bend his whole arm like so. And again, you can do that as well, which is fine. The torso moves around. You can twist it around if you want. I don't know why you would do that, but it does give it kind of more playability. And then the head does turn around all the way like so. It moves up and down, so you can pose it in any way that you want. One thing I kind of looked over, and I was generally kind of wondering, why does it look broken, like the visor? And I don't know if you can see it, I may try and zoom in, but the visor isn't painted properly. So it's one line going across and then it dips and then this side carries on. And I looked at it and went, oh, that's off-putting. That really is off-putting, only because like when you look at it, you think it'd be a straight line, but it looks like it's kind of like a dented part. So it's just, to me, that was very weird. It really irritates me, just let you know. So let's pull the head off, see what happens. So the head does come off quite nicely. I generally thought it would be like a hard one. Normally that clicks, but that seems to be kind of okay. So you can still turn the head around. But yeah, this is Rocky's type of head. I've actually clicked it into place now. It looks okay. They've painted the earring just there. I think it does add to it, but I also don't think it looks like, in that light, yeah, I think it does look like Steve, or Rocky, but it does to me look a bit off at the same point. Like from that angle, doesn't, but from that angle it does. That's a very weird one. It does add more. You can move the head round if you want to. It's just weird seeing that. And then you can move it up and down. I was like, oh. I just thought that was funny for some reason. But yeah, it's okay. It's not the best head sculpt, but I'd say it's getting slightly better. So the main things are, you got the Zeo sword, which is very well detailed around the hilt. I actually generally like that. You've got a dent there, so I'm guessing that's in the series, and then you've got some detail, a little bit of detail just on the end of the sword. I wish that did retract, because that would be kind of cool if it did. Does the Zeo staff do it? If not, but that would have been really cool if it did. That would have gone in there. Then we have the effect, which I generally not a big fan of. So just to kind of pop it on there. So it kind of adds to it. But it's something that I generally don't really like them that much. If it was like little explosions, I think that'd be kind of cool. But I normally leave these kind of in the box and not add them to the figures. Then we've got the Zeo pistol, which is highly detailed for a small blaster, which I generally think looks kind of cool. It would be nice to have an addition to add to that, I think. But yeah, we got the black, we got the red, we got gold. I do generally think the Zeo laser pistol looks really cool though. So this is one thing Hasbro needs to fix, and this is the paint they're using on the weapons. Every single time that I put a weapon in a ranger's hand, either I take it out and paint comes off it straight away, so it chips, and that came off really like kind of easily. Or the fact is it stains the hand, so this needs to be addressed properly. It's really irritating, and it's not a major thing to put me off, but if this keeps happening, I won't be letting the ranger hold the swords or whatever weapon, because I don't want that sort of thing to happen and the paint flick off and it just become really bad. So yeah, I just thought I would let everyone know on that one. And there we go, there is Zeo Blue. I've got to admit, it's a really nice figure. I think there are maybe one or two things I would probably change, but I generally like it. I really wish I think it came with Tomfers, which was his weapons. Now I think in the original like kind of 3D modeling of it, he actually did come with them, or they were planned to come with him. So I'm wondering why he didn't. I think that rather than having the lightning effect or the little blue lightning thing, the special effect that you get with him, I think maybe having his actual weapons properly would have been a lot better. So I'm hoping that when we get maybe a Zeo pack, or they may decide to do a weapons pack, I think that would be kind of cool, where you could buy all the weapons separately or together, like here is Zeo, here is Wild Force, here is whatever, and then have them all in there. I think that would be really, really kind of cool. Now this figure is kind of posability is fine. I generally think it's okay. I don't see any major big problems with it, bar the feet that can be fixed. But yeah, I do kind of like it. I'm very much looking forward to the rest of the Zeo collection. I would love to see Adam next. I think that would be absolutely spot on. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts on this figure? Do you like him? Do you not? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. Thank you very much for watching, Ranger Nation, and I'll see you in the next video.